Hey, I'm Mr. B. I'm a high school zoology teacher, and today we are talking about the corn snake on the animal of the day. Take a look at this picture right here. Such a beautiful snake. The length on these corn snakes average 3 to 5 feet long, and they weigh about 2 pounds. Think long, skinny noodles. Now, their lifespan in the wild is 6 to 8 years, but in captivity, these guys are living 15 to 20 years. That is absolutely amazing. They are primarily found in the southeastern United States, in those overgrown fields, those thick forests. They'll even live in those rocky hillsides, empty buildings, barns, wherever the rodents are that they eat is where you can find these guys. Now, they eat rodents, birds, bird eggs, small lizards, and frogs in the wild, but in captivity, you want to make sure you're feeding them frozen or thawed mice or rats. And rule of thumb is don't feed them anything wider than the widest part of their body. These guys are constrictors, so they're going to wrap real tight around that prey and squeeze it till it suffocates, and then they're going to enjoy a nice meal, right? There are a few animals that do eat the corn snake, such as hawks, owls, raccoons, foxes, and even your cats. They do enjoy a corn snake for a little snack. Courtship and mating is pretty unique for these guys. Breeding season is March through May after their hibernation. Brumation is what reptiles do. So after their version of hibernation, the males come out and they are ready. The females come out and they are ready. And the male will actually follow the pheromone trail that the female leaves. And once the male catches up to the female, they will mate, and the female will go and lay anywhere from 10 to 30 eggs at a time. And she likes to lay those in your rotting logs, leaf litter, damp places for those eggs to stay moist. They will incubate for 2 to 3 months, and when those eggs hatch, those baby snakes are instantly on their own. Now, how do you tell the difference between a male and a female corn snake? Well, I suggest to bring it to your vet or your local breeder, and they can do that. But to give you a general idea, the males have thicker, less tapering tails, and the females have shorter, thinner tails that taper quickly. Now, they are named corn snake from where they were originally found in the cornfields and in the grain stores, while they are hunting for rodents and their prey. These guys are naturally docile. They make fairly good first time pets if you're looking to get a snake. And there are dozens and dozens of different colors you can find them in. Now, normally we talk all about the animal of the day, and today is the corn snake. But I want to do something extra a little bit different because these guys are common pets. Let's talk about what you need to make them comfortable as a pet. And this is in no way sponsored, but I like Zoo Med. I've got a lot of Zoo Med stuff that I have for my reptile. So if you're looking, check out Zoo Med stuff, not sponsored yet. Anyway, so I suggest to just get a big tank right from the beginning because you can start off with a 20, then you can go to 40, then you can go to 55 plus, but it's just easier, save some money, get the bigger tank right from the beginning, then you don't have to buy all those little ones. So you get a large tank, looking at 55 plus, they have to have a warm side and a cold side. So the warm side needs to be about 85 to 90 degrees, the cold side about 70 to 75, but they have to have that gradient heat so they can go where they need to stay warm or to cool down. It's suggested to have a heat mat or some type of heater in there for them to be able to warm up. And the humidity between 40 and 50% is ideal. However, if they're starting to shed, maybe bump that humidity up to maybe 60%, help them shed a little bit easier. They should have at least two hides, a water dish. And again, you always want to feed frozen or thawed mice or rats. And again, the thickest part of their body, it should be the thickest that you are feeding, just kind of as a rule of thumb. The juveniles, they're going to eat every 5 to 7 days. Your adults every 7 to 10 days. And do not handle these guys after feeding them because they can regurgitate it and nobody wants to see that. I suggest to feed them in a different container, not their enclosure container. So take them out, put them in something else, a bin, got some holes in it, and dump their mice in there that they're going to eat. They'll eat that. Let them sit in there for a few hours and then take them out. Because if you're feeding them every time your hand comes in, feeding them, they're going to associate your hand with food, and you don't want that. So just uh, put them somewhere else, and then they'll associate coming out of the tank to going into their feeding enclosure. So that's my suggestion, but you guys do what you want. And again, check out ZooMed, not sponsored yet, for all of your reptile needs.